There's no sugarcoating it. Winter in Scotland kills car content. This time of year, most of the cars I'd normally be filming are tucked away off the road, hiding from the cold on our brutally salty roads. With that in mind, I thought I'd switch things up to wrap out the year. So, go fill up your blinker fluid and let's take a look at some of the worst car hacks the internet had to offer in 2025. We'll start off pretty tame, because in the grand scheme of things, this isn't the worst car hack you'll see today. Firstly, you'll need a roll of tape and some gold spray paint. Apply the paint to the tape and just roll it over your car's badge to increase the quality and resale value of your car. Next up is a prime example of how not to fix a hole in your bumper. Start off by melting a piece of wire mesh to your bumper, making sure to burn as much of the area as possible. Then, slap on some filler. Don't bother sanding it down, just go straight to painting for that showroom quality finish no one will notice. For this one, grab a pair of your granny's old tights and some white paint. Get a Dremel and start to draw around the intricate pattern left by the tights. Remember to include as much detail as you can. Once you've finished, wipe off the excess white paint to reveal the fabulous floral design that will really enhance your Ford Fiesta's rear lights. Here's a top tip for restoring faded headlights. Use a blade to scrape off as many uneven layers as you can. Don't bother sanding, it's pointless. Then, using a homemade heat gun consisting of some tin foil and a can of Coke, apply heat to get a finish that won't last more than 3 days. For this next ingenious hack, grab some grout and the old bathroom tiles you've been keeping in the shed. Cut the tiles to shape and apply them to your car's plastic hubcaps. Make sure to get the grout in between all the tiles because you don't want this work of art cracking and falling off at 60 miles per hour. Wipe off all the excess grout to reveal a stunning finish and a fantastic way to add weight to your vehicle. This next one's a bit of a long one, but once you see the finished results, it'll be something you'll be dying to do to your car in 2026. Start off by cutting the top of your steering wheel, grab some plastic perspex and heat it in the oven to mould around the removed section of wheel. Next, apply some glue to the inside so that the sand, yes the sand, is very important to this build, sticks to the inside. Tip out the sand you don't need and create a backing plate to make it all sealed and ready for the next step. Place some fairy lights inside, then pour in some water, then most importantly, get your little toy fish, put them inside and seal everything up. Using your wood lathe, carve some wood, ensuring you get the handles as smooth as possible. To be fair, I'll give them their due, the guy in the video clearly has some woodworking skills. But they don't centre the hole. Where's the quality control? That is absolutely shocking. After this, get your already ruined steering wheel and stick some bolts in, making sure to super glue them in for a secure hold. Then, put in your new creations, because if you hadn't guessed it yet, we're making a captain's wheel for our Mercedes-Benz. Get an old hammer and apply it to some putty, as well as a spanner and some bolts. Then pour in some molten metal to create a beautiful anchor. Make sure to put it right in the middle of your steering wheel, so when the airbag goes off, the anchor hits you in the face and makes you forget you ever started this project. To finish things off, wrap some boat rope around the wheel to really achieve that authentic maritime design. Then look at the water sloshing around in there when you're turning the wheel. It's the one thing I want when I'm driving. Things floating about on my steering wheel. What a wonderful piece of art. In this example, glue some water balls to your rear bumper and go all in with some foam, making sure that you get as much foam in there as possible. You'll want to ensure you get the bumper as square and not flush with the car's lines as you possibly can. Get your chainsaw out to refine the edges, as we all know there's no better tool for getting your new rear bumper symmetrical. Add in some design elements to your block of foam by cutting out some decorative sections as well as a section for the exhaust that doesn't exist. Sand it down and get some filler in there. What you want to be doing with this filler is basically sod all. As you'll see next, it fills absolutely nothing. Applying the filler makes zero difference to the finish, other than peace of mind. Afterwards, sand it down and remove all the dust, because you want the paint job to be as good as it can be. Using a professional spray gun that uses your tyre air, cover the whole new bumper in a shade that almost matches your car's paint colour. Make sure to cover the lights with tape so you don't ruin the look of your car's rear end. In this next clip, instead of using back to black, just grab some old Vaseline and rub it over your car's interior to give it that nice greasy shine. Don't forget, certain petroleum-based substances can cause plastics to break down and become brittle over time. So, if you want a short-term workaround that'll cause a long-term headache, Vaseline is the way to go. Have a dent that conventional methods won't fix? Well, don't I have a workaround for you? Instead of pulling the dent as best as you can and filling it, just cut the whole area out. Once the affected panel has been removed, use some foam to fill in the gaps. After the foam is applied, cut the majority of it out, as we won't need it for this next step. Using industrial-grade cement, create a thick and heavy mix to fill in the gap. Make sure to mix properly, as a bad mix might just ruin the effectiveness of this hack. Now, here's the secret material all professional body shops don't want you knowing about: the versatile house brick. Layer the bricks in cement as you would when making a boundary wall, applying as many bricks and as much cement as the hole can take. Then, when your fender wall is complete, add even more cement to reinforce the structure. Once the hole is as heavy as it can possibly be, level everything off with more filling until flush with the bodywork. After everything is dried, give the whole area a once-over with a half-hour sanding job, then whip out your trusty car tire paint gun again and spray the car, ensuring as much overspray gets as many places as possible. Job done. This one, whilst being highly illegal, is a great hack for any budding criminal. Create a sturdy mechanism using lollipop sticks, super glue and any garden leaf, and your criminal career is off to a great start. Got crimes to do and want to avoid detection? Then this is the hack for you. Are you a careless mess that can't pour something without getting it everywhere? Then all you need is an old bottle and the ability to cut holes. Instead of just cutting the bottle and making a funnel with it, go the extra mile with this incredible hack. Locked your keys in the car? Then don't worry, this hack will get you access in no time. All you need to do is stick some masking tape to your window using the pattern shown in the video, making sure not to miss any strands. Create a makeshift handle to yank on, twist, then pull. Don't forget to have your mate use the spare keys to put the window down. Instant access. If you're the type of person who always carries a bottle of bourbon with you before any winter trip, then why not waste half of it pouring it onto your windscreen? This method will remove any stubborn snow that won't just come off using your window wipers. Now your car smells just like you. Now, here's a physics lesson for you. This vacuum method will pull liquid from any tank in your car's engine bay. Just don't ask me how to remove it without causing an absolute mess. This hack is great for those who constantly and deliberately key their car's paintwork. Use a small amount of paint and a syringe over the affected area, wipe away, and hey presto, with some clever editing, the scratch miraculously disappears. Got a flat tire or just happen to have the following contraption with you? All you need to do is put it inside your exhaust to create a seal. Then you can attach it to a flat tire and use the exhaust gases to pump the tire up. Just don't forget to have your tire compressor just at a camera shot when doing this hack. Too cheap to buy car cleaning fluid but have an overabundance of oranges kicking about? Stick them to a plastic sheet and use them to clean your mucky headlights. Spotless. If you're bored with how the front of your car is looking, try using this hack to bring it back to life. Cut out your perfectly fine grille and its surround, then haphazardly cut some wire mesh with an angle grinder. When the grille is cut, spray it without any surface prep whatsoever and leave it to dry. Whilst the grille is drying, smelt some metal and apply it to a mold of the old badge, because who needs the old badge when you can create your own? Tape up the makeshift badge and once again paint the surrounding area with zero prep. Place the new metal badge on the now dry grille and install the old surround using zip ties. If a job can't be fixed using zip ties, it's not a job worth doing. Once the new grille is finished, install it on the car, take a step back to admire your work and question why you wasted your time. This next hack is great for those who want to give their lights a revamp after they've drained their blinker fluid and don't happen to have a pair of Granny's old tights available. Drill some drainage holes in your lights and create a template of them. Make sure to draw some koi carp on your template to use later. Cut some plexiglass using your template and heat it to the shape of your lights. Don't forget to recut your drainage holes for future use. Now, using some stickers, start to make some templates of your koi carp to use as guides when dremeling the design onto your lights. Make sure to include as much detail as possible so everyone can see how artistic you are. To further enhance your artwork, apply some ink to the line work to make it really stand out. For this example, you'll need a condom placed over the gear stick. I'm sure you've plenty around. To stop any mess when creating the silicone mold. Once the mold is ready, rub some grease on the inside to stop your knob from sticking. Try to ignore all of the innuendos the best you can. Using zip ties to hold the mold in place, create a nude gear knob using more silicone. Once the knob is hard, remove it from its mold and trim the bottom to shave any imperfections away from the base. Wrap your new gear knob in leather, if you're into that kind of thing, and create a hole to extend the shaft. Shave the top, paint it green, and stick it on a gold plate to create a template. Insert the plate into a vise and cut the template using a hacksaw for the smooth edge only a hacksaw can provide. Now make sure to buff, polish, and prep the area for painting. This is probably the most prep we'll see out of any hacked video in this collection. Once it's all shiny and prepped, apply the new gear markings using a template, some thick blue paint, and some clear viscous liquid to make it stand out. After this, shave some fluff from a carpet and put it to one side before lathering your knob in sticky glue. Once it's well lathered, stick the carpet fluff to it and apply the tip. And finally, the last car hack any car enthusiast should try, especially if your car is rustier than a Lancia that's only lived in cold climates. Once again, we're going to use a whole load of foam. Spray the foam inside the gaping hole and trim when dry. Mix some filler and just slap it on the bodywork. Don't worry about caring if it's applied well. At this point, the car is probably well beyond saving anyway. Sand the filler down, ignoring the huge section you've not bothered to do, then paint. Absolute perfection. Now, I understand most of these are done for laughs and aren't meant to be taken seriously. But if there is one takeaway here, it's this. Just because something is on the internet doesn't mean it's a good idea, or even a safe one. Yes, the internet can teach you incredible things, but can also convince someone that a hardware store aisle is a substitute for proper car parts and basic engineering. And in 2025, confidence continues to be mistaken for competence at an alarming rate. If you're ever unsure, maybe double check a source. Ask someone who actually knows what they're doing, or, wild idea, don't try the hack that starts with, "I saw this online." If you enjoyed watching me slowly lose faith in humanity, hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what terrible car hacks you've seen recently. And remember guys, don't forget to top up that blinker fluid as soon as you finish watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.